everyone, welcome back, and this is my very first Shop My Stash that I am kind of giving a go at. I filmed this earlier and the very first part of this didn't stick on my phone. Don't know what happened to it. I thought I recorded it, but I didn't, so it will look different after this kind of clip here, moving on for the rest of the video. But the very first one didn't turn out, so I'm redoing it now. So I'm basically starting out and showing you the things that I used last week, and then I will move into the things that I'm going to be using for this week. I only am going to be using or shopping my stash. I will only be shopping my stash with eyeshadow palettes and blush and highlighter. I think those were the main things. Everything else, lipstick and brow products and all those sort of things, I just kind of use randomly. Same with foundations and all that, depending on how I'm feeling and what my skin's like that day. So it's mainly just, again, the eyeshadow palettes, the blush, and the highlighting palettes as well. So the ones that I had last week, I usually pick two different palettes, and last week these were the two palettes I had. I had the Tarteist Pro Remix and the Makeup Revolution Peanut Butter palette. And this is what the Peanut Butter Cup palette looks like, and this is what the Remix palette looks like. Then I have the e.l.f. blush in Twinkle Pink, as well as this ABH Trio in Cocktail Party. And this is what those two blush items that I had out look like. And then I also had this Aesthetica Jetsetter contour, highlight, and blush palette. This is what that one looks like. It's really pretty, but the contour is way too light for me. It's not very pigmented. I can't make it work for myself. And the blush is very similar to a lot of ones I have, including kind of the Twinkle, not Tinkle. Anyway, it's very similar to this. I know I'm never going to use this. The highlighter's pretty, but I'm just going to pass this on to someone who might enjoy it more than I did. I did use it this week, and even the blush isn't super pigmented. I had to really build it up, and the highlighter isn't anything super unique to my collection, so I am going to let this particular palette go. So if you haven't heard me mention this before, but I do have a way that I kind of run through my palettes every week. Every palette I have is numbered on the back. So, for instance, this Tarteist Remix was numbered at 98. And then I do have it all marked down in my notebook here. And then every week I do random number generator and I pick two palettes. And I'm trying to work through all of them before I repeat any. So I always end up, if a number comes up that I've already used, then I always pick another one. So I'm just going to do that now, and then I will come back and we will see which ones got. Okay, so I actually picked three palettes just because I've used so many up that it's getting hard to find ones that I haven't used before starting over the process again. So I just picked three just so I can get through them a little bit quicker. So I picked the Makeup Revolution SophX Ultra Eyeshadow Palette, the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions, and this Real Her Be Your Own Kind of Beauty palette. And this is what the palettes look like. This is the Makeup Revolution one. This is the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions. And this is the Real Her palette. So I think I'll be able to get some nice looks out of all of these three palettes for the next week or so. So now I need to pick a couple of blushes, some contours, and a cheek palette type of thing. That's usually what I do. And then I just randomly pick everything else out. So let's go to, this is where my highlighters and blushes are all stored. So what are we going to go with? What haven't we used in a while? I think I'm going to pick Rockateur because I heard someone talking about it the other day. I'm like, I haven't pulled that one out in a while. So that's more of a neutral pinky kind of, or neutral rose kind of blush. Oh my goodness, I'm going to do that a lot. I think I might pick this Note one out as well because this one is more on like the peachy side. And highlighters. What shall we pick? What shall we pick? Always such a decision. I should just do random number generator with these as well, but I don't. Okay, just pick something, Leia. What pops out at you? I used this one recently. You know what? I think I'll pick Champagne Pop as one. And then we will also do something completely different. You know what I'm going to go with? I'm going to go by with this. It looks bad because I had to glue it because the plastic came out. But this Makeup Revolution Pro Highlighter in Luminescence. I really like this one. And yeah, so I'm going to pick this one along with Champagne Pop. So these are the highlighters. And these are the blushes. And this is where I have my palettes, like, and some of these because they don't fit in my other drawer. So let's pick out some blush palettes here. What haven't I used in a little bit? You know what I'm going to do, because I feel like I haven't used it in a long time. I have one other palette up here. It's a Tarte one. So I think I'm going to use this Tarte one to go along with these. It has a bronzer in it, and it has a highlighter in it, and then it has the 3 blushes as well. So I think I'll get some use out of those. Okay, so I decided to switch out the Rockateur blush for this Milani baked blush, and it's in the shade Fantastico Mauve, just because I wanted something that was a little bit more berry toned or pink, and everything else, like this one, is very much a peachy kind of color, and then these all kind of, none of them go super more of the purpley pink. They're more of a peachy pink and like a baby pink. So yeah, I went with that. So that is what I'm switching out for this week for my face, my blush highlighter, and for my blush highlighter and eyeshadow I am going to be using this week. So thank you so much for joining me. I will get back to you next week after I've used these things and let you know how they fared. Nothing here is new for me. If I get anything new, I will add that into use as well. But yeah, until next week, this is what I will be using, and then we'll switch it out again. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.